All of my previous entertainment games are absolute financial failures. And to be brutally honest, they didn't even come close to the break-even point. But personally, I still call them huge successes, even the one that seriously flopped. And why? Well, simply because they are released. Are they polished? Meh. Are they fun? Well, it depends on what you think is fun. Are they bug-free? Am I proud of the accomplishment? Yes, I am very proud of them. Once you start with your game dev journey solo or with a team, it doesn't matter. You commit to creating something. Each of the 3 times that I went through this process, I learned massive amounts of new things. Woven, my first multi-platform entertainment adventure game, was great. I feel we had just the right amount of time to make exactly the game that I think we should have made. I don't think that I would have been able to create a better game at the time, simply because I think, well, me and my company lacked the skills and the experience to do so. But what made Woven a true success for me was that it got us into all the console partner programs, and after releasing the game we finally had that one thing that we previously lacked to land the really good work for hire jobs. A proper portfolio. Directly, Woven earned us next to nothing, but indirectly, the game got us a lot of new work-for-hire jobs, and better yet, we gained our publisher's trust to build our second adventure game, Sanity of Morris. Sanity of Morris. A total flop. Or is it really? This game really didn't make any money, and personally, I don't even think it's fun to play. I don't like horror games, so why did we build one? It's a good question, and I think nobody I know has the answer to it. Bad management, heated arguments that couldn't be resolved because of, drumroll, COVID hit and successfully killed every proper line of communication, leading to uninspired, well, everything. And still, Sanity of Morris is a big success in my books. And apart from learning how you can effectively kill a creative process, I learned the lessons that would change my game development career forever. Tooling. For Woven we built everything from the ground up, and it quickly became a messy project. And when our lead narrative designer requested a new camera panning feature, it halted the whole development process for like a week because the camera controls were tangled in the spaghetti monster of code. None of the technologies we built for Woven were transferable to future projects. And then when we started building Sanity of Morris, I thought it might be a good idea to prototype some tools in advance, making them separate entities within the project. A bit like Unity had started doing with the package manager. And wow, this concept just, took off. Later on, I even added the platform and project independent tag to the tools, so that in theory, each of the tools we created could potentially be used in all future projects. We started building a load save system, an audio system, a light cookie baker, collider baker, multi-platform language system for subtitles, an achievement system, and the list goes on. And the rule was, each of the tools needed to work on PC, Mac, Linux, PlayStation, Xbox and the Switch, and couldn't have any hard link to the game itself. I don't even remember why I even wanted it, nor can I remember how I came up with the idea, but I absolutely love this concept and the way it allowed me to create games of a much greater scope than before. City of Springs was the direct result, a massive undertaking for our small indie studio, both in scope and in polish. After 2 flops, we now had the technical foundation, experience and the skills to finally create a game that I think is fun, polished and robust. And now, up or downgrading, I'll let you be the judge of it. From a fleshed out game studio to a solo game developer, I still have all these tools ready to be implemented into my next game, which happens to be Cyberdam. Having all these tools at my disposal saves little old solo me so much time and effort. Want to build branching quests? Done. Need some UI markers? Done. Need facial expressions and lip syncing? Done. Now all I need to do is draw the rest of the fucking owl, build the environment and go from there. Baby steps. Every developer's experience is different, but the journey is worth it every step of the way. And the further along you get, the more rewarding it becomes. To start building means to start learning. To finish building and publishing your project means you open up to a whole new world of opportunities, which I think is the core concept in this industry. Financial success is just one small part of the kinds of successes you'll be able to have when you finish your project. So finish your damn game and make sure you're not counting for financial success alone. Search for alternative ways in which your project will be a success story for you. And finish it, even if it's crap. Own the crap and build from there. Build a new game, make it even better. And sometimes things don't work out and you need some help. This is Keoken, a Dutch game studio that I've always been, a bit jealous of. Mainly because they were much more successful than me. They're the creators of this epic space adventure and cult hit Deliver Us the Moon and its sequel Deliver Us Mars. And they have gotten into heavy waters as many studios in the industry have these last few years. These guys really deserve another chance at success in the industry with their third installment, Deliver Us Home, for which they are currently holding a Kickstarter campaign. And so I would like to ask you to help me deliver us Keoken, to help them deliver us home. I love their game titles. And now for those of you thinking, hey Dom, you look and you sound like crap, and this video is, shorter than your usual vids. Apparently even solo game developers seem to have a life, and mine took me to a Rammstein concert last night. And I'm absolutely exhausted, and I'm not even sure why my voice is still working. Many thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out Keoken's Deliver Us Home Kickstarter campaign, and hopefully see you next week.